Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Mike and this is For the Record. Well, we are cruising along this year. I'm now into doing the top finds of February 2021. It's not as many as a collector, not as many as I had hoped, but I wanted to I didn't want to wait too long because we're gonna be going into March here, so I just wanted to show you a few pieces, talk about maybe a one or two topics that maybe that's not why you're here, but I'm just going to talk about a couple things. So I'm not going to go. I have a couple of reissues I want to show that technically they're not really top finds, but I just want to kind of show you a couple things that I picked up that I was really happy to find. Let's see here. I want to talk about something that that really bothers me, that has nothing to do with record collecting. And as I don't know, I just want to talk about it, get it off my chest. If I don't know if you heard about it's kind of a funny topic. Mr. Potato Head, Hasbro, the company Hasbro has, again, this has nothing to do with record collecting, but you can fast forward if you want, but I wanted to talk about it. Hasbro, the Hasbro company, the company that makes, the toy company that makes Mr. Potato Head, if you haven't heard, has decided to go gender neutral. For years, I mean, Mr. Potato Head and you have Mrs. Potato Head. You have Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head. Well, now they need to be gender neutral, which I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. I'm just, blows my mind why companies do what they do. But anyhow, let's move on to probably why you are watching. I'm going to talk about a couple of reissues that I was super happy to find. Actually, I'm going to talk about this real quick. So I had picked up one of these albums, and I was not lucky enough. I'm trying to think of the best choice of words here. I, for the last couple of days, had been accumulating more Metallica albums. And I wanted to, as you can see, I have some placards here that have, the letters and stuff like that. And I was going to make one for Metallica because, as I said, my collection is getting a little bigger. So I had gone to several Walmarts, finding the Walmart exclusives, not for myself, but for, you might know, David Michael. His channel is Nazz, Nomad. I will put his link to his channel. Great channel, great guy. Loves talking music, and he goes off on tangents, and I just absolutely love him. And if you're interested, I'm not going to go too deep into reissues, especially Walmart. I'll leave the link to the video where he goes off on a tangent, and I completely and totally agree with everything he says. But anyway, I had bought an album, a couple albums for David, and I sent them off to Canada. And I got to thinking, it got me thinking I wanted a display for my Metallica albums. So I wanted to make a placard. So I had gone back. I actually had gone to a total of 3 Walmarts to try to find exactly what I was looking for. And the two out of 3 don't sell Metallica, period. But the last one I went to, I actually got lucky, and I finally got my Halloween shirt. But I had picked up a Metallica album, and it was the last one. And I asked the cashier, I did not take this. Okay, I said, well, it's your last Metallica album. I'm wondering if I can take your placard. And she says, sure. Super, super cool. I know a lot of you are probably going to say, oh, you stole it. I didn't steal it. Okay, no, I don't feel bad because I didn't steal it. Because it's one-sided, But what I did was I photocopied it, and then I just put it on the other side, because the other side was just plain white. I'm going to come this way and show you real quick. See if we can, right there. That's the Metallica section right there. I love it. I think it's wicked cool. And yeah. So there is the well, it probably is vinyl. Non-record, I guess you can say. Let's go on to, so yeah, I think that's totally cool. That fits right in there. Okay, let's fix the camera here. I'm going to talk about a couple of reissues I picked up. Both I'm super, super happy that I had picked up, because I didn't really know until recently how much I like this album. And I will let's show Metallica's "And Justice for All." I got this. I actually found this. This is a reissue. I found this at the bookstore, Barnes and Noble. Okay, you know, it's funny because sometimes I go into Barnes and Noble just to browse, just to see what they have, because they have their 25 or 50%. They've been doing that for, I think, about a year or two now. They go between 25 and 50%. I paid full price. This was like I think I paid $22, $23. But real quick, and I'm not going to go into the sound quality or going too deep into reissues, but this is, in my opinion, I think this is my favorite Metallica album out of all. This is, I've been listening to this for a few days now since I got it, and I can't stop spinning it. I can't stop listening to it. It's such a good album. It's my favorite album, and quite honestly, I think it's their, I know you might disagree with me, but this is my opinion, so you can't really disagree. I personally think this is their last great album. I think their first 4 albums, yeah, were just, they were just a band that they just exploded, you know. And I think the Black Album, I think, was a good album. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's the same level as their first 4 albums. So my favorite album, "And Justice for All," is my favorite album, and again, I think it's their last great album. You may or may not agree, but that's my opinion. Okay, so again, not a top find, but I'm super stoked because I actually have it bid on eBay, not for an original, but for, I think it's like it's a "And Justice for All" half Speedmaster. I have a bid. I'm hoping I get it. Until I found this, and for 20-something bucks, I really couldn't pass it up. And I hope I win that one on eBay. It's over in a few hours. And it sounds fantastic. It sounds great. The quality it's a good pressing. It really is. It's a remaster. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it sounds fine. I have no issues with the sound. On the other hand, again, not necessarily a top find, and I'm sorry if you feel that I'm gypping you, but this is my video and I'm going to show what I want. I'm going to get into top finds in just a minute. Pearl Jam. What do I say here? This is Pearl Jam's 10. This is a reissue, obviously. These are very hard to find original pressings. I think this was what, like 91, 92-ish, somewhere around there. Reissue, super stoked I found it. Great price. I think it was like $20, $22, $23. Good price. Love the album. It's my first and only Pearl Jam today. But the sound sucks. The pressing is bad. All right, I love the album. I think it's an incredibly good album, but the sound quality, the pressing is poor. Totally the opposite of this one. But anywho, great to have it in the collection again. Maybe a different pressing, maybe an original pressing would sound better, but it's almost like the music is covered with a blanket, and maybe it's meant to be played loud, but I can play one album and it sounds absolutely fine. Leave everything, my volume and everything where I want it to be, and I put that album on, and I really have to adjust my preamp and turn the volume up, the phono preamp, and then turn my volume up. I have my my phono preamp. I don't know if you can see it right here, 2 tubes. I have to turn the phono preamp up, and then I have to turn the volume a little higher, and it sound does get a little better, but the sound quality on it is just not very good. So, top finds. Did I show you my shirt already? I was so happy to find this. This is the movie poster shirt. Oh, so happy. Oh, I got a little piece of tape there. Super stoked. I've been looking for this shirt for over a year now, and I finally got it, and for like $7. It was cheap. It was. I'm going off on a tangent, and I haven't even showed you the top finds yet. So I found this, and it had no price on it. The cashier said, "There's no price on it." I said, "Oh, it was like $7 or $8," and she goes, "Well, I'm gonna reprice it." So she charged me $7. I don't know if I think that was the right price, but I paid $7 for the shirt. What do you hear? Oh yeah, top finds. That's right, top finds. We're at 11 minutes and no top finds yet. Well. Well. This is maybe not my top find or the best thing I found, but this is, I think, probably the one that I'm most happy with, because, you know, I've been collecting for more than, I don't know, 20 plus years, and I'm always looking for good sleeves. And like, well, you buy what's available. And I found a brand that I've been using for less than a year now, but they're the only outer sleeves I buy, and they're Big Fudge vinyl. Big Fudge. This is the label. Now, why am I showing these? Because I've talked about these before. Well, somebody on Facebook Marketplace was selling a package of 100 for $10. She had used a couple of them for arts and crafts stuff, which kind of blew my mind. But they were just under 100, and they retail for, if I remember correctly, like $25. These are great outer sleeves, and the fact that somebody within the 5 minutes from my house was selling them for half of what they retail for, the actual outer sleeves, the only outer sleeves I use now, Big Fudge, is the only outer sleeve I use, and for $10 for a near complete package of 100, $10 was not a problem at all. I was super stoked to find that because I wasn't really getting low on my supply, but for $10, I'll do that all day long. So going on to the top finds. I'm sorry I've gone on for almost 15 minutes. So I will briefly talk about each one. I don't remember exactly what's in here. I don't know, maybe 10 or 12, something like that, if that. The first one I'm going to show, super stoked to find. This was in the collection I bought a few weeks back. This is an original Les Paul and Mary Ford, what I was thinking. Super beautiful shape. I actually have quite a few of their albums, but this is the only one that I've kept in my personal collection. The other ones, the jackets are in great shape, but the records are beat to shit. So I found this one, and I was super stoked because, yeah, it's an original, and, you know, everybody knows Les Paul, who mastered the guitar and had done several things with the electric guitar that, all style musicians use today. So I was super stoked, super happy to find that one in beautiful shape. Listen to it, it sounds great. The next one, I'm trying to remember this one. This is The Call. This one is an indie press. This is indie press. John, I think his name is John Polk, Polce. It's an indie press. A local Massachusetts. If I can try to get it, Massachusetts. There we go. From Massachusetts, and I believe is what it was. And again, an indie press. It just, hold on a second. Just a good album. I love indie press, and the last couple of years I've been getting more into some of these. This is, I can't remember exactly the style of music. I haven't listened to it in a little bit, but I do like it. And again, indie press, John Polce, Polce. And I believe he's still doing work today with the ministry, with churches in the area. But this is a great, it looks like folkish, like a folk kind of music. But this is great stuff. Again, his name is John Polk, Polce. Check him out. Glad to add that to my my indie section. This next one is Little Feat. This is Waiting. What is this one for? This is Waiting for Columbus. Isn't that live? Well, it's live. I don't know really too much about it. I think I might have listened to it, but I've been listening to so much lately. This was in beautiful shape. Little Feat, Waiting for Columbus. It's a live album. Great to add that to my Little Feat. I've actually for the last year, I've actually found tons of Little Feat, and I probably could do an entire video on just them. This next one, I literally almost crapped myself when I saw this. The record's in really nice shape. This is Neil Young's first album, an original pressing. Bought this in a collection a few weeks back. And I think it was a total of about 100 albums I'd bought, and this was there. At some point I would like to get upgrade the record itself. I just put a little notes on some of the records. Sometimes if there's something wrong with the jacket or if there's something wrong with the record, I'll make a note. And that way when I come across another one, I'll know I can switch it out and maybe upgrade the record. The record's not bad, but there is some excess noise. Again, not bad. I really don't know what to rate it, but I listened to it all the way through. It doesn't skip or anything like that, but I would like to upgrade it. The jacket is in beautiful shape, and I was so happy. I'm not a big Neil Young fan. I wasn't up until I found this, and this album it just blew me away. So that was definitely a top find. I could have showed that last month, but anyway. John Lee Hooker, The Real Folk Blues. Okay. I think this is on Chess Records. Okay. Like mint all around. The next one. This is a common album, but this was in beautiful condition. Jethro Tull, Aqualung. Certainly your record collection isn't complete without this. Super happy to find it. It's in beautiful shape. I think this is actually an upgrade for me. I think I got rid of my copy and I upgraded with this one. Much better shape. Oh yeah. Wilson Pickett. Can't go wrong. Wilson Pickett. This is an original Atlantic, an early Atlantic pressing. Like an original on the, what I meant to say is like, it's an early label. Obviously it's an original, but early label as you can see. Wilson Pickett. Couple of Prince albums. This one, I'm not sure what this one's called. Here's one. Beautiful shape. Mint all around. Not a big Prince fan, but some of these guys, you find them. Some of these artists, you find them, and you can't pass them up. And this is Prince self-titled debut. What can I say? This is just a killer find. Killer find. Warner Brothers. just a great find. A lot of hard work, but you know, it pays. It pays to put all the work into buying these collections and, you know, adding to my collection. And that's really all I have. I kind of talked for like 10 or 15 minutes, unrelated to top finds. And I apologize. Not really. But that's it. Top finds for February. You know, I have nothing planned. I'm hoping I can do a top finds for March of 2021. I don't have anything on the horizon. I've been doing a lot of selling. I had a great sale yesterday. I had this one gentleman spent a lot on it. But I am always looking to buy, so I'm hoping that I can have a March top finds video. So stay tuned for that. And as always, be kind to others, and peace. And for the record, Mr. Potato Head should not be gender neutral. You should be a Mr. Potato Head and a Mrs. Potato Head. Peace.